Ed, tem uma coisa maligna aqui. Uma coisa que eu já senti antes.
Sob a direção de Michael Chaves, que havia feito Invocação do Mal 3, A Maldição da Chorona e A Freira 2, Invocação do Mal, O Último Ritual, é inspirado no caso real da família Smurl, que em 1986 afirmou ser assombrada por violentas manifestações demoníacas e atividades paranormais em sua casa na Pensilvânia, e promete ser o último capítulo da saga dos demonologistas Ed e Lorraine Warren.
So it's 1971 Conjuring, and Conjuring 2's 1977.
Conjuring 3 was
81.
81.
This is 1986. And the Smurl case.
O diabo está na Pensilvânia.
Jack e Janet Smurl dizem que uma presença maligna entrou na casa deles.
8 pessoas moram nessa casa. 8 pessoas passaram por essa experiência. 8 pessoas não estão loucas.
This demon has a vendetta, and what it wants is very, very personal.
You talk upping the scares. This is thrilling, scary. You never know where this is going.
Mesmo depois de tantos anos, ele não desistiu da nossa família.
I would be sitting at the kitchen table and I would be making a store list out. The front door would open, slam, and this voice would say, "Janet!" And again, it was a female voice. I would say, "Come on in, I'm in the kitchen." Nobody came, so I got up, I came in here, doors closed. But yet it has done that many times, opened the door and slammed it.
This demon in particular is a vengeful, bloodthirsty, death-inducing,
Great adjectives. You are very good at this.
macabre demon that will not rest until it gets what it wants. And what it wants is very, very personal.
We're in the home of Janet and Jack Smurl in Pittston, Pennsylvania.
We wanted it to be as authentic as possible, and a lot of the Smurl house was based off of real photos that we found, and talking to the Smurl girls.
Tudo aqui dentro é assombrado, amaldiçoado ou foi usado para algum tipo de ritual.
The story is the last act for these two.
Ed, vem aqui embaixo! Precisamos de ajuda!
The Conjuring Last Rites, for me, is pretty much the end of an era. It is bittersweet, but all things come to an end. I will always look back at the first Conjuring with probably the fondest memories I will ever have in terms of my filmmaking career. It's definitely the movie that really set me on the trajectory that I've always wanted to be in. And I have a lot to be thankful for this franchise and for this world, for the story of the Warrens and what we've created with the cinematic version of all of this. So here we are, finally about to close a very big chapter in all of our lives with The Last Rites.
I think that we just knew. It's been really fun to grow up, through the decades and explore all these sensational cases.
It's November 1st, 1971. 1977.
1981.
Going back to the first film, I remember thinking, what a gift to be able to do this.
Nós éramos jovens, estávamos completos.
One of the things that we realize with each subsequent Conjuring films that we make is that, why people keep coming back to the Conjuring movies is because they love Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga and their depiction of Ed and Lorraine Warren and just the family dynamic that they have.
Em nome de Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
When I look at Vera's performance, when I look at Patrick's performance, I don't know if they've ever been better. I think that, and they're the best. They've been in so many great movies, but they're so good in this movie.
Vamos pro início. Quando começou?
Na crisma da...
7 de setembro.
Tem alguma coisa no sótão.
Shannon was not walking. We did not hear any footsteps at all. She was found at the bottom of the landing, and she did not remember how she got there.
Mamãe,
First time I read this script, I remember feeling like, oh, they got it right. Like a nice, exciting, thrilling, scary, but for anybody that loved all the relationships and going back to the first film and just the bits of humor and playfulness and chemistry and love in a relationship, you'll feel that.
Estávamos esperando você com tanta paciência.
We reluctantly get involved with this one. We realize that our first goal is Judy. We think, rightfully so. Lorraine figures out that she's in trouble. We can't find her, and she's gone rogue, I guess, for like a more eloquent term. Because she obviously senses there's something much deeper.
Aquela coisa no sótão era demônio.
Action! Lorraine gives her the advice that she needs to just shut it out. And it seems like a good solution at the time, but what we realize as she's growing up is that has only been wallpapering over the bigger issue. And that this is something that's gonna be reckoned with. This is gonna be something that comes back and gets her.
Mom? Judy is the daughter of the Warrens, Lorraine and Ed, and she shares psychic abilities like her mother. I had the pleasure of meeting and chatting to the real Judy Warren, who also came to visit us on set, and I was able to go for dinner with her. So it was brilliant because I was sort of developing a Judy that was, I guess, unique and in line with what's in the script, which is also very close to who Judy is, but there are elements that you sort of have to adapt. And meeting the real Judy, I could take pieces of what she's like and what's important to her and put that into the character just to sort of land that authenticity there.
I think the very first thing that ever happened in this house that I can remember is one night I was laying in bed, and I always sleep on my right side, and it felt like someone just touched me on the shoulder.
It becomes Michael's job and James and everybody else that is really creating the script and story and structuring it to really put people on edge. The discomfort is what is where the scares are created, and that tension and that discomfort, and that is pretty profound here.
Se você gosta deste tipo de conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like, se inscrever no canal e ativar as notificações. Nos vemos no próximo vídeo. Até mais!